Okay, party people. It's Old School Paul once again on another swim view. Thanks to all those that have liked, shared, subscribed. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Just coming up to my other lake here, Catskill Lake. It's up in the mountain just across the street from the other lake I made a video. Thought to choose this one today. It's nice and sunny, as you can see. Yeah, see what we can see. Bit of wildlife. I actually really like this lake. It's I think it's a beautiful lake, really beautiful. And you can see the surroundings here. Yeah. And over that way, over back there behind them trees is a campground. So people during the day getting hot and that can just probably pop through the trail and come in here for a swim. This used to also be a reservoir as well as a lake, and it was a water reservoir for the drinking water down below in the same town, Bridgetown, Nova Scotia. And yeah. Too bad I didn't have my camera with me the other day. I was at another lake called Lambs Lake, and I was just sitting there getting ready to go for my swim, and yo behold, the first time ever I've seen a bear come at me in Nova Scotia. I've never seen a bear in this province at all. And I heard some rustling in the woods. I thought it was this guy I know, Charlie, and his dog coming a different way, and I thought, oh, okay, it's just his dog in the back there in the brush. And then I saw the bushes move, and then it was monster bear. I tell you, it was a really big black bear. I don't think I've ever seen a black bear that size before. Yeah, and the only bear I've ever seen in this province. So yeah, had to stand tall, make your arms big, act big, and shout. Just ran off basically, yeah, and it was quite the sight to see. I didn't have my camera, but yeah, this is Catskill Lake, and yeah, I'm probably going to swim the whole length, across, back, around the sides here. That's when you see stuff in the bush, and that, and yeah, I think there's a cabin around the corner there. Someone's got a key to the gate here and drives through, and I think there is a cabin, one cabin that's over on the other side. But yeah, we'll get in here in a minute, get ready. So bear with. And today I'm using my trusty body surfing fins. They're actually power fins. They're called Churchill Macapus. See, I've even got it tattooed on my hand. That's how trusty they are. I've been using these for 30 years. This is my third pair. So if you're looking for a pair of fins, power fins, these are for power kicks. I would stick or buy Churchill. Blue and yellow surf. Well, a lot of bodyboarders use them, and body surfers. They're Hawaiian lifeguard traditional fins they use. And Makapu's the first place I ever learned how to body surf. A place called Sandy Beach, and I never had fins at the time. But it was a big beach break, a real big beach break slammer on the shore there at Sandy Beach, Makapu, and I just used to take waves that I thought were just deemed, you know, deemed okay to land, because there's a few people there that have had a lot of accidents, and ambulances come there, and it gets quite big. Okay. A little fresh. I got a 3mm suit on, And I've also, just real quick, I've got these training gloves on. These ain't the best training gloves, they're neoprene. They do the job, but I've had better ones. I don't know what happened to them. Lost in the translation somewhere on the moves. But yeah, first thing, like I said before I do anything, is get in and take my head a dip. The overnight lows kind of chill the lake down, and then by the time it's the afternoon later on, I'll go for another dip, and I can go in my shorts now, so that's okay. But in the morning there's a little bit of wind, and it's a little brisk, to say the least. Just like a 3 mil suit, just to, you know, if I'm going out for a while, I'll probably do 20 minutes on this video, keep it to a minimum, and do a power swim back. I figured doing a video too long, so lose interest, but depends what we see. There's quite a lot of wildlife in and around these lakes. Like I say, even the insects I don't mind looking at when I'm in the swim. Some crazy insects you can look at. Normally at home or somewhere inside the house, I'd probably squat the fuckers. Mind my language, but yeah. It's a pity this camera didn't, you know, pick up all the volume of the birds that are in the trees chirping. They're quite nice. But there's no way around it. I've looked in. If anyone's watching that could recommend a waterproof microphone I can wear around my ear, maybe separate, and just record the film and use the microphone separately, would have been appreciated. But I've looked online. There's quite a few headphone, microphone tools that you can use, but they don't seem to be waterproof. So these fins I'm using, yeah, the Macapoos, they're for really quick, short burst power fins. They enable you to get on waves quite easy when you're body surfing. Recently I've just been using scuba fins, which have a more of a long, slow, different range of motion, but I wanted to get these out. I think I'll be going body surfing soon. There's a swell somewhere up on the south shore. It's still pretty cold out in the ocean. I don't really like body surfing in suits. They get heavy. Different buoyancy as well in the ocean with salt than it is in fresh water. But if I have to, normally I go in a short suit just to keep the cold. Yeah, the Atlantic Ocean's cold out here, even in the midst of July. Yeah. You know, you can go in shorts sometimes, but boy, it's cold, man. Really cold. And a suit helps just to keep the chill off. There's a big crow over there. Don't know if you can see that. Massive crow. Yeah, I like crows. Got a friend from up north who I knew, Philippe. He feeds crows and he has them gather at his house as well. They're like friends. When you befriend a crow, they're friends for life. They'll tell all the other crows around that you're a good guy, good person, and they won't be mean. They get the slightest bit of how can we put it, bad vibe energy from a person, they'll turn on you. Yep, that's a crow. And also if you check out some of my short videos, I've got a crow that used to catch a ride on my wind mirror through the town, well, through the village I used to live in. There's another one up in the air there. Hope we see an eagle or something. Huh. I think I just saw one over there. Lots of crows in Canada. Ravens. The ravens are just a little bit bigger, but I just basically call them crow. These fins, you really have to use them. Like you use them. Like if you want to propel yourself, you've got to use your legs with them. You know, you've got to use a powerful leg stroke for these fins to work. I'm just realizing that compared to scuba fins, they kind of do the work themselves. Yeah, I love my Churchill fins. So it's my third pair I've had. They last. Keep them out of the sun. The first thing is going to go on is putting them on in the back of the on the ankle. The last pair I had, actually they snapped, and I ended up fixing with 50-pound fishing test. There's a few ducks. Huh. Well, looks like a mallard. Another one there, it's a male and a female. Yeah. This lake is not heavily populated with ducks or geese. They're nice to see though. They probably just had chicklets somewhere around as well. Spring. The breeze keeps the black flies away, that's for sure. The Lambs Lake I went to yesterday and the day before, where I saw the bear, there's quite a few black flies. I managed to take the wrong trail and get inundated by black flies. There's none out here. Awesome. Yeah, they only stick around for a while, the black flies. Then it's mosquitoes, and they stick around for the whole of summer. Early season they're not too potent. You get them when they're big and they've been feeding, and they can leave a nasty whelk, itch, and then it's take Benadryl, some antihistamine. It's a nice walking trail through here that just goes round to the other side here, and yeah, there's a bit of foot traffic, but I've never seen anyone swimming here either, so it's quite nice. It's probably 400 meters, I reckon, to the other side and back. Well, 400 there, 400 back, maybe 5. I tend to like to do maybe 1.5 clicks a day. I'm not a long distance swimmer, just more of a body water resistance workout and a power swimmer, hence the gloves. I think I'd get another pair that are a bit more rigid. Keeps a little chill off my hands right now. I don't know what the temp would be, probably 13. The air is probably 14. Not sure. Normally I measure the water temp, but I lost my gauge, so well, I'm going to get in anyway. I measured it before and go, oh man, it's 3. I'm going in. I find it best not to measure and just get in. There's another beaver dam over there, or it's a beaver lodge. Beaver dam is actually damming between a lake and a stream or somehow, right? That's a beaver lodge. I'm going to go back to that. I try to show the way they gnawed the branch. They gnaw it at a specific angle, and then they gnaw it all the way around. You'll know it's a beaver branch, but just gotta clear my nose every now and then. Making these swim eye view videos, it slows me real down when I'm swimming, and still my breathing rate hasn't subsided any, still quite high, the heart rate. I think I need to train a little bit more on there. Yeah, well, when I do get in the water after probably 50 feet, I tend to like to still use powerful strokes and but keep my breathing rate low. It's nothing worse, especially if you're a winter swimmer and swimming in real cold temperatures. You've got to bring the heart rate down. It's the first mistake people make when swimming, is especially in cold water, your heart rate's going to elevate crazy, really, through the roof, and that makes people panic. Especially if you fall out of a boat, you've got to maintain a real low heart rate. First thing you've got to do. Then worry about what you're wearing, how to make a flotation device properly. Surfing or body surfing with a wetsuit, if you get stuck, the first rule of thumb is get out of that suit. For me anyway. If you're carrying another 10 pounds of water in the suit, right, and you're caught in a rip, you can't get back to shore, which I've been in them situations. I've never had to take the suit off. Luckily I've got back in, but basically that extra luggage is weighing you down, and your body won't get too frightened or too hyped taking it off, because you're already adjusted to cold water, and taking it off will be feel a few 3 or 4 degrees lower, but you'll be able to swim back to shore easier. And I always tend to think side stroke, make your body linear into the, instead of swimming at the water, like say a front crawl, using up energy, just slowly tilt your body, use your arm, make your body linear, sideline to the water. You're not getting as much resistance. I've been stuck out in a few places before, and it ain't fun. Yeah, I think I was in the Canaries once, Fuerteventura, and I was stuck. My breathing went up high. I started panicking. I was getting pounded by waves non-stop. I couldn't get in, and I started. You start to worry a bit. That's the last thing you need, is the worry, high heart rate. Maintain. Don't try to swim back straight away. Maintain your heart rate. Get it low. Stay where you are, even if you drift in the current, right? Get your breath back and make then for getting back in. And wait, straight away people will panic, start worrying, elevate the heart rate, that gets worse, you'll lose power. Especially if you're trying to fight the current, yeah? Maintain where you are, always have a beach reference, a reference point reference where you need to be, and then use what energy you've got left to get in. I've seen a lot of people make mistakes where they start fighting the current and yeah, lose energy, lose power, lose momentum, and struggle. Somewhat getting to the other side here. So if we haven't seen anything, hope you've learnt something. What my life's about is swimming, body surfing, being in the outdoors. Another little bird there, it's like a starling. Quite pretty. Just complete, oh, there's two of them. Yeah. Funny, the other day I was driving down the road towards my other lake, and what looked like someone's mailbox on the side of the road was actually a deer. I thought, well, who's got a mailbox right there? And it moved, and I was like, whoa. Slow down, and it jumped in the woods to the right, which was good. Those ducks came back. And they're probably nesting somewhere over that way. No, one's flying around. Just going to bring my heart rate down here right now before I take my power swim back. I'm in about 4 feet of water here. So yeah, I've reached the other side. Just showing you Lake Catskill. I'm going to try and show a different lake every time I swim, and hopefully we'll see some more wildlife. Another duck. If I was to hunt anything, it would be fowl. That's it. I've had the chances of hunting moose, hunting bear, hunting beaver, all that kind of thing. I did it for the experience with elders in native North communities, but I just don't have the heart in killing a big beast. Duck would be it if I had to survive. Obviously you're better if the meat is bigger. It's also about keeping the meat, right? Especially in the summer. You've got to dry it. First thing you've got to do is probably dry the meat. Normally there's quite a lot of eagles up here. There's a couple more crow. Probably the same two we saw before. There he is right there. It's nice to look at birds when you swim. yeah, I think that's about it. I'm going to take my power swim back. Hopefully that ain't been too long. But yeah, happy days. Get outside. That's it, Charles. Peace out.